Hello everyone, I'm Kirsty. Welcome back to Heart's Humble Homestead. Today I'm going to be making pectin from our apples that we needed to remove because of overcrowding. Don't need peeling or coring. I just need an and a half. I've done about half, so I'm going to cover them with water, just enough to cover them. And then I'm going to put them onto boil. It takes a couple of hours, so I'm doing it while I've got the fire pit on, and then I can do it in there. So I'm going to let it come up to the boil, and then pull it across and let it simmer for about 2 hours. I'm just checking how they're doing, and you can see they're bubbling away there. I'm just waiting until they go all mushy before I move them to the side to simmer for a couple of hours. The apples were still quite firm here, so they still needed to be bubbling away for a while. Nearly there now. It's taken around half an hour to 45 minutes for them to bubble away and soften up enough to be moved to the side. So I'm just giving them a final press to see if they've went all squishy, and then I'm going to move them. And they're going to stay there for about 2 hours. While I was waiting for the apples, I cooked chilli, burgers, and put the kettle on. They've had about 2 hours now, so I'm going to leave it there a bit longer just while we finish off out here, and then I will take them in. The apples had about 3 hours on the fire pit, but 2.5 hours is enough. I've left it overnight, but you don't have to. It's just it was late when I got them off the fire pit last night. So now I'm just going to strain them through a sieve. You can use a muslin cloth if you like. Just going to squish them down. And here is our wonderful pectin. That will go in the compost, won't be wasted like normal. Just going to pour it in the jug. Oh, I'm going to need some more jars. I've got a litre in the jug and there's still a bit in there. I'm just going to use these little 100ml jars. The ratio changes depending on what fruit, but I'm going to add one of these for every 500 grams of fruit on a low pectin fruit, such as strawberries or something like that. But it completely depends on the apples, so it's a bit of trial and error. If you're using it within a week, you can just pop it in the fridge. If you want to use it later in the year, you just need to water bath it for 10 minutes, like when we've water bathed before. I'll pop my other video up there of water bathing. Just 10 minutes in the water bath and then use it within the year. But by that point, next year's fruit will be out, so you can do the same again. I'm just going to fill these. That's a little full. If you don't want to water bath it, you can also freeze it. I've got 700ml there. Just going to wipe the top with a tiny touch of vinegar, just to get any residue off so it seals. And add the lids. But because this is cold, I'm using cold water in here. If you're doing water bathing with something that's hot, you need hot water in there so it doesn't go into shock. I'm just going to add a little bit more water so they're completely covered, and then bring to the boil and water bath for 10 minutes on a rolling boil. Right, that's topped up. And I've got about 500ml left. So I've just got one of my bigger kiln jars. And I'm just going to refrigerate this one. I'll probably use it this week. Hopefully I will harvest something that requires it this week and I can make some more jam. That's boiling now, so I'm just going to put it on for 10 minutes. I'll come back then. It's been 10 minutes on a rolling boil, so I'm just going to get them out. See, one's fell over, so that might not have sealed, but we'll find out later. There's 7 100ml jars and one 500ml. So I'm just going to leave them overnight to cool, label them and pop them in the cupboard. And there is the pectin, all sealed. When I use it with the low pectin fruit, I will put a little video up and show you all. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, everyone. Bye.